They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 25. Leo. Check 25. Go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Set, ready. 60 out long. Yep, banjo, 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 banjo. 51.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Got it. 54. Mike 54. Protein smell. Undercut.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts him right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. First and goal. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play calling, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Operating for the gun. Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Delta. He's coming. Double. You're out. He's coming. Double up.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's got a man, complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Ready. You got time.
This is Ingram on first and 10. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go. Slam. Whip.
Well, he is out of bounds but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On the double. 51. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Orbit. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Pick me up. Ready to go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Chopper. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 13. Check 13. Go. Set. Go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Wahoo. Set, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Back to throw. Love. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun. Love. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second and 1. He finds Corey Davis, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Looking to throw. Love. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. On first down, Love escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Love. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now back to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Ingram. Finds a seam inside the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mark Ingram, 54 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively if we hit them. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready, ready, ready. Now. 54. Protein spell. Watch the slugs. Mike by 4, Mike by 4. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Love. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. Run. Lost to run. Go. Go. Baby, let's go. Hustle. Let's go. Hustle. 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 Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Love. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Love. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 50. Check. Go on.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ready. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Stay with your man. Ready, go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
So that'll back him up 5. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Squeeze, get in there. Jump on the ball.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down. Love forced out to his left. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Kayin.
Looking to throw. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels. Break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. You must be dreaming.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's different influences going into the head coach's ear.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded at the 2. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go, go, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26.
And again this time to the tailback. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Completes it to Davis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st and 10, Love. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
H3, 2, 18. Chopper, chopper. Orbit. Ready, ready. 99. See it. On. Hot.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
64, weak. Alert 3. Set hot.
He'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Open man is Ross, complete, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
That's it. Big hit.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
66. Bullet high.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Alpha. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Drop deep. Check, 93's the mic.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This is taken at the 3. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Great play offensively, defensively. What a disappointment.
And that's why I hurry up and attack right away. You might catch them napping a little bit after that breakdown.
They'll run here with Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw.
I know a lot of...
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs.
Watch out, watch out.
They'll look to throw, but he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll run with Mixon. And an alley to run. The 20, 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They were trying to go back to Allen there. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So don't say nothing. Switch.
He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So